Welcome back. Today, you should probably tell, we'll be talking about the Scar 17 S, or Scar Heavy video game gun. Ugg boot, yeah. 50 Shades of Flat Dark Earth, whatever you want to call it. Very cool gun. Really, very awesome gun. I'm just gonna say that for what it is. Show you first off. They are clear. You're not gonna be able to see that, but empty mag, we're clear. Yes, I have the charging handle on the right side, so there's a reason for that, in my opinion. But talking about this, so very expensive gun, but for a 7.62 by 51 caliber battle rifle, with all the features that it offers, I'm gonna say it's probably pretty fairly priced, considering, well, when we got ours, the prices were better. They're more expensive now, but haven't done anything to it, mainly because I've had so many other projects and hadn't really wanted to spend the money on an optic for this gun that it deserves and wouldn't kill, because one of the things about the Scar 17 is it's known for killing optics. So it's just kind of a basic trim right now. Probably will be for the next foreseeable future. Excuse me. But I'm going to go over some of the things about it. Of course, it was designed for the, special operations. One of the modular 7.62 rifle. They wanted to replace the M4 as well, but they ended up keeping the M4. Well, sort of. They got the 4.16. It's, anyway. I just wanted to go over this because supposedly next year in 2022, which is probably 2022 by the time you see this, military is supposed to be looking at selecting the next replacement for the M4 again, and it's going to be not a 7.62 by 51, but it'd be a 7.62 by 51 based caliber. Supposedly it's the 6.8. Anyway, so going over it, yeah, this is an older one, so it does have the reciprocating charging handle. Everything, a lot of the other controls are very AR-like. You got your magazine release where you would expect it. Safety selector, ambi, and it's reduced on this side, so it doesn't get in your way, but it's very nice, 45-degree throw. Very usable. On this side, you have it's ambi on the magazine release, so that's cool. You also have a bolt release, just like they are here. This one, it's still got the stock Scar trigger. I do want to get a Geisley for it, but it's just a mil-spec trigger. It's pretty heavy for mil-spec, but it is functional. Stupid A2 grip that they come with. It's usable, but I'll probably get a different one of these days. The stock is adjustable for cone height, as well as being collapsible and foldable. You press this button here, and it latches into basically latches against the shell deflector. Quick tip to avoid breaking your plastic stock is push the button while you're, don't just slam it home. Push the button and it won't beat it as much. Charging handle. So they usually, almost always, actually, they come with the charging handle on the left-hand side. The idea being you could run the bolt like this. However, I found because the bolt release is not on this side, the bolt release is not ambi, and I do like AKs. I decided to avoid giving the thumb bite that people have complained about before. If you accidentally, happen to get a magwell grip for some reason, if you can imagine, well, I can get this. If you happen to reload and didn't have time to get a good forward grip, and you fire, this thing's going to come right back on your thumb. Bad day. So I put it on this side because it makes it like an okay, and it gives me something that if I were shooting left-handed, I have a way to manipulate the weapon, the bolt, on a reload. I could, if it was locked to the rear, and I did a reload, I could then, get, I wouldn't ride it, but you could, bring it in, charge it, and let it go. So, talk about it. So, the iron sights are very nice on this gun. They're elevation adjustable, windage adjustable, and they come out of the way pretty easy. So if you did have an optic on here, whatever. Barrel, they're quick change barrels, but these screws are known for stripping, so having spare screws would be a good idea. What else? Oh, so talking about the barrel. It's very pencil-like, pencil profile, 16-inch barrel. Very lightweight, but it's cold hammer forged, and everybody that's ever reviewed one of these will tell you they've got phenomenal accuracy out of them. I would like to do a shorter pin and weld job, but 308 doesn't do very good at short barrels. 16 is even pushing me on a 308 for velocity. So it's whatever. It's still not a very big gun, and it's very lightweight for a 308. Compared to some of the other 308s I have. For example, this AR-10, much heavier. Now it's got an 18-inch barrel, but it's a heavy barrel, and it just really adds to the mass of it. That being said, this still recoils less than that AR-10. Even with the can and the heavy barrel and all that, the scope, this recoils less. It's kind of a snappier recoil, but it's very manageable. The AR-10, you notice it shooting it, but with these, it's really not bad. I could see someone if they needed to shoot this a lot, you wouldn't have a problem with it. The muzzle brake is kind of like a PWS style, very good, does good at muzzle brake, controlling recoil, but also flash suppression. So, there's that. It does have an adjustable gas block right here. But, it's not really for suppression. In fact, these are known that if you suppress them with anything other than like an OSS type can, they void the warranty. I don't think you really have to worry too much about voiding the warranty because not a lot of things break on these, but they do have parts that break, but whatever. The problem also with suppressing is because of the pencil profile of the barrel. You got to get the right kind of collar to put before you thread the muzzle device on, so that it has a good straight surface. It's just one of the things to think about. It's very awesome gun. I kind of feel bad and haven't done anything to this to shoot it and all that. I have shot it a bunch, but just with irons and how it comes, it's pretty cool. The only thing one of my big complaints, but I could easily fix that, is there's not a lot of space to grab. It's kind of about like grabbing a Mark 18 as far as rail space. So You know, there's just not a lot of room. You can't get very far out now. If you have the stock all the way out, it kind of makes it a little bit better. But it's still kind of short for that. So, you know, more one of those longer rail sections or, you know, end lock sections would be preferred. Yeah, so another quick video on a cool gun. It's one probably of the last couple videos I've done. This is the one I like the most out of the oddball guns. But, you know, just wanted to do a video on it real quick. I'm going to compare it in another video. So, until then, hope y'all had a good new year, and I'll be back.